Story number 4, celebrity book marketing. It's juicy as hell, boy. Juicy. I don't know. I don't even know what happened, but after we talked about Jada Pinkett Smith and her Worthy book, it got us talking about just book marketing. It didn't get me talking so much. I was stupid to it. I was like, oh, of course, book marketing. Theo, what's going on in the book world, and why is celebrity marketing getting all salacious and juicy? What I don't understand.
Oh, I think it's always been juicy and salacious, right? Celebrities have sell books. They put little tidbits out there in the entertainment media and get people excited about it. But I guess what makes this crazy is that the stuff they're talking about is definitely a little bit more salacious. And also it is leveraging social media so heavily that it's almost taking over social media, right? And so they get a story going. And I guarantee you, Mr. Benjamin, we talked about Jada Pinkett Smith last week because of her story about saying her and Will Smith have never been married before and other things. I guarantee that people needed content, and there was so much content out there just related to just that topic that she put out there for publicists and stuff. It goes to show you that drives conversation or attention for at least 24 hours. And if she found another way to drive it a little bit longer, she probably would have. But other big thing was we have more celebrities dropping books here soon. We saw Britney Spears out there in these streets talking about her relationship with Justin Timberlake and just pretty much justifiably, of course, with some of the things he said and did, but throwing him under the bus. And he's still relevant. He's got a movie coming out with Trolls. He's got some music out. They just did an NSYNC concert. Why not? Why not throw it on the bus, right? And bring some more buzz and ultimately dollars to Britney's pockets because she's selling them right now. One of the things that came out of this was the fact that, she claimed Justin Timberlake was trying to be black, which if you grew up in the 2000s, that's what we thought all these boy bands were trying to be, right? And but he was so detailed where he basically would sound like a black person entirely around a black person. So when the book came out, the audio version of the book came out, you have the written words of Brittany, right? Talking about emulating Justin Timberlake and how he's talking to a black person, read by another white person, the great actress, Academy Award winning actress, Michelle Williams. Not the Michelle Williams that you know from Destiny's Child, but the other Michelle Williams from Dawson's Creek, basically saying things like, "What's up, my nigs? What's up for shits? How you doing?" And it's hilarious. I don't know. Did you listen to that, Mr. Benjamin, that Twitter thread I sent your way?
I started to, and then I was like, I'm about to get sucked into this. I don't need to do that. I had to jump out. I had to jump out.
It is the funniest thing you're going to hear all year, Mr. Benjamin. You're
So,
going to hear
oh, go on.
three different, it's like the levels of appropriation is just on another level. You have a white guy emulating black folks, and his girlfriend's emulating him. And then she wrote a book that's being read by an actress that's emulating her. Just hilarious. Gold.
Yeah. So I went to my trusty Bing GPT, Bing AI chat experience. I'm gonna check for Microsoft one day, don't worry. About other people who have done. Dude, this is fascinating because I was sitting here trying to find out about book launches, and I was just like, let me just make a long ass prompt to Bing and see if it can parse through all these book launches and tell me what it comes up with. So here's what I got. We're doing this real time, folks. That's why this podcast is awesome. Kylie Jenner kept her pregnancy a secret and revealed it in a video on Instagram at the same time she was promoting her book. Quincy Jones started getting outrageous talking about he's getting old and he just starts releasing all these wild facts. And people were wondering if he was getting senile or something. But no, he had a book coming out too. And what's funny is Will Smith, and people are still wondering about this when he slapped Chris Rock. It was around the same time he was releasing his Will book. Was he just amped up to do something crazy and decided that was going to be the thing, or people still don't know? Gina Carano started going nuts on Twitter, and that may have led to her getting off of Disney Plus. I don't know if it was worth it, but it brought attention to her book. And Yeah, oh, Lady Gaga in the infamous meat dress. I didn't know that the meat dress was, like, right in line with her releasing a book.
I didn't know either, Mr. Benja. So yeah, man. And there's not so much salaciousness. So like Rich Paul, who's a NBA basketball agent, he released a book and it was the same time as the NBA season, started the NBA season. So it coincided. So it makes sense. I don't think there was anything salacious that came out of the book. So marketing 101, man. You got to get attention, build up interest, get the desire, and then you get people to move to action. And so attention is always first. So if you got to do something crazy, matter of fact, I was one of the gurus, I was listening to Dan Henry. He talked about that. He's like, when he was first starting, he was just struggling trying to get people to get his order his courses and stuff. And
Yeah,
so he was on Facebook a lot, Facebook groups. One of the first things he did was he said, look, I want to do something crazy. So he got on this Facebook group he was part of and then ran by another person. And he
I think I know
basically, I
what you're
think he
talking about.
said, yeah, he put his underwear on and he had a little fake to block up his underwear and just basically said, I'm sitting here naked and I'm trying to tell you guys a course and it's going to change your life. And that one little crazy incident allowed him people, they got kicked out of the Facebook group. Let's just put that out there. But he got enough attention. When he left, some people came and followed him. I think all entrepreneurs should get to a point like that. I'm right here, Mr. Benja. You might see me say some crazy stuff. You might see me out here in my skivvies
Hey, man.
talking about all these blood pressures.
Hey, man, Coachella's calling. Coachella's calling.
I might do some crazy stuff, man, because you get to a point, it's like, I got it don't matter. Even if it's bad intention, it don't matter. It's intention. If you can't make money with attention, then you're not an entrepreneur. And I think that's the whole point now. And that's what these books are about.
Oh
How
my
do you drive the
god,
most attention to get people to come on board so you can have the possibility of talking to them about your offer?
that's a bomb drop. You have to get attention to be an entrepreneur.
Woo!